Are you thinking of moving to Simi Valley, California? In this video, I'm going to tell you why my dad moved us here when I was 12 years old and why I stayed for the next 42 years.
Everywhere we go, we're turned to paradise.
When I was a kid, we lived in Los Angeles, and we got broken into twice in a very short period of time. The first time, we were on vacation and they cleaned us out. The second time, we were actually home in this very house. Here's what it looks like now. That time was a little scarier. I had the back bedroom at the house, which was adjacent to the back door, which had a window on it. And I'm asleep at night one night and I hear this sound, this rattling. I'm like, what the heck is that? I thought it was somebody throwing metal trash cans in the front yard. And as I started to wake up, I realized that somebody was trying to break in to our house. I had the presence of mind to run under the window to my parents' room in the front and say, Dad, somebody's trying to break in. My dad grabs his new Beretta, because he'd stolen all his old guns, runs to the back of the house, pauses by the doorframe to the kitchen, and is waiting for this guy to round the corner so he could stick 5 holes in him. And just before the guy rounded the corner, he's inside our house, had broken in. My mom's like, Ray, don't shoot! And the guy runs off. You could hear the pitter-patter of glass as the guy ran off and jumped over the back fence. And my dad's like, we're out of here. So he did a little research and found this little-known community called Simi Valley. Back then, there was only one way to get into Simi Valley from the east, which was the Santa Susana Pass. The schools are pretty good. It was close enough to LA to actually work in LA and live in Simi Valley. And prices were pretty good. So he went ahead and bought this place right here. In fact, my mom still lives here. I attended school right down the street here at Justin. All of my kids also went to Justin Elementary. Simi has some great schools like this one, Santa Susana High. In fact, I went to the school when I was a kid when it was Sequoia Junior High. Santa Susana High is currently ranked in the 96th percentile for California.
I met this guy and he lived in this town called Simi Valley. Had no idea where it was, but he convinced me to marry him and move, and this is our first house that we bought together, and we raised our kids here.
We even put these rose bushes in like 20 years ago.
Yep.
And they're still here.
Our sweet little house, our babies were here. There's another great thing that we discovered. The homes are all anchored in most of the neighborhoods around great little parks. Tons of memories of my kids riding bikes and playing in the park. This park, Sequoia Park, is only 5 houses up from our first home, named Sequoia Park because of the big sequoia trees here.
The second house we bought in Simi was this one right here, where we spent 9 years raising our kids. It happens to be like a few blocks from my mom's house.
And our kids were super excited because this place had a swimming pool. We used it all the time.
One thing we love about Simi is it's super centrally located. A lot of people work in LA and commute to Simi. It's a short, easy commute. And you have access to all of the arts and culture and entertainment in LA. And
you could go snow skiing in the morning
and go surfing at the beach in the afternoon. One of the very biggest selling points for moving to Simi Valley is affordability. I was recently showing a home to a friend in Burbank in LA County. $899,000 would get him a 3+2 that's like 85 years old, maybe 1,400 square feet. But this home just sold for $899,000. It was built in 2005. It's a 5+5, 3,500 square feet. In fact, this happens to be the last house Leila and I lived in here in Simi Valley.
And you guys were terrible neighbors.
Wait, we weren't that bad, were we?
This beautiful park is near our third home that we lived in Simi Valley. Sapira learned how to play Frisbee here. One of the things that you'll find in the beauty of Simi Valley is being surrounded by hills on all sides. And Simi is safer than 69% of all United States cities.
What if you want a job? Well, the unemployment rate in Simi is only 4.3%, which is less than the national average of 5.3%. At the moment, there's 954 jobs available in Simi Valley, according to Indeed.com. There are tons of great gyms in Simi Valley, including this one, which Leila and I went to for like 18 years. This is Crunch. It's awesome. Have you heard of Ronald Reagan? He's got a library right in our city. How cool is that? I just got kicked out of the Reagan Library by a guy with a gun. I guess they're closed or something. And then there's Strathearn Historical Park. My daughter Kaylin actually works here. They got buildings and houses and stuff from like 1800s. It's super cool. You gotta check it out.
We love all the trails in Simi Valley. This is walking distance from our home in Big Sky. There's tons of trails all over Simi for hiking and biking.
One of my favorite things about Simi Valley is the weather. The average temperature year-round here is 66 degrees.
Hey Siri, what's the weather?
It's currently clear at 91 degrees in Simi Valley.
Okay, so it's the heat of the summer, and it's a little bit warm, but it's still a beautiful place year-round to live.
I moved to Simi when I was 12 years old and ended up staying here for the next 42 years because it's such a great place to raise a family for all of the reasons we mentioned and even more. If you're thinking about moving to Simi Valley,
Give us a call. We'd love to hear from you, and we'd love to help you out. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button below as well.
if you've ever lived in Simi Valley, go ahead and comment below and tell us your favorite things about Simi.